Hi guys, hi. Okay, let's do this so you can see me. I'm on few platforms. Hi, Barke. Hi, everybody. Hi guys. Hi to everybody. So today we are going to be talking about something very interesting. But so I'm waiting for few people. Thank you, Barke. So I'm waiting for few people to show up, and we are going to be talking about something very interesting that majority of people don't know and don't have the answers for. But first of all, I want to show you my member of my family, and that's Ernie. And that's Ernie, that's my child, and he's very cold because he's at least 14 or 15 years old. And he is very old, and he's not well, and he's shaking, and mommy has him. And so for your knowledge, he has a Guido outfit, he has a turtleneck outfit, he has a turtleneck, and mommy has to cover him up because he's very cold. But he's my compañero for the show today. So we are going to be talking. That's my compañero, that's Ernie. And Ernie is about 14 or 15 years old. We don't know. He's a rescue, and he suffers from epilepsy. And because he's old and he's a rescue and he suffers from many things, mommy loves him very much. So he's part of the show. I have many other dogs, but he's in the show right now. So guys, I'm going to be talking, and the first question is, thank you, Barker. And the first question is, why do women with darker pigmented skin get darkening after they wax their hair, after they tweeze their hair, after they thread the hair? And that's a very legitimate question, because so many women come to me and they say, Eva, whether it's in my Miami Beach, Bal Harbour location, or it's in my Atlanta Noonan clinic, and they say, oh, I've been waxing and look what happened, and I have all these and I have all these breakouts, and I have all these pimples here, and I have all these ingrown hairs here, and it's all darkening on my chin. Why is that? And so the answer is very simple. When somebody has pigment, and the more pigment you have in your skin, the more sensitive the skin is, and the more darkening you will get in the skin. Why? When you are yanking the hair, you are creating inflammation. Inflammation directly relates to discoloration. When you get discoloration in your skin, people don't understand it. They say, hi guys, hi James, hi. When you get discoloration on your face, it happens because you have inflammation. And from the inflammation, you have a stimulation of your melanin. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you, because I'm going to bring something. I think I have a mannequin here. So if you bear with me for a second, I will bring the mannequin and I will show you, so you have an understanding what I'm talking about. Hold on. I want to bring, if I have a mannequin here. No, okay, my mannequin is not here. I'm sorry, my mannequin is not here. The mannequin that I have here is for endometriosis and uterine inflammation. That's what we are talking about, hormones. But anyhow, here's what I'm going to explain you. If this is your skin, somewhere here under your skin, under the top layers of your skin, and the second, third layer of your skin, you have melanin. And melanin is actually a protective mechanism. But if you have inflammation in your skin, if any irritation, if you are Hispanic, if you are Black, if you are Mediterranean, if you are Indian, anybody that has pigment in their skin will get inflammation if you are waxing. Why? Because when you wax your hair, you are yanking the hair. Where does the hair come from? The hair has to come from the root that you are yanking it. You are creating a vibration in the root because you are yanking it. You are actually allowing more blood circulation to go to the hair follicle because you are yanking it. There is a vibration in the hair follicle, and then when you are pulling the hair out, you are also pulling the hair out, and so it moves through the melanin. And you are creating an inflammatory situation because when something bad happens internally in your skin, you are creating inflammation, and melanin immediately reacts. The more color you have in your skin, the more the melanin will react to what you are doing. So for instance, if a dark person or a black person or an Indian person, if a mosquito bites you, it will leave a mark. Why? It was only a little mosquito bite. Do you know why? Because the mosquito bite created inflammation in your system. There's inflammation. When he put the poison in, when the mosquito bit you, it immediately stimulated inflammation. Inflammation immediately stimulated melanocytes, melanin, and the melanin pushed to the surface more color. And whether you are Hispanic, whether you are Mexican, whether you are Latin American, whether you are Indian, whether you are black, whether you are African, whatever it is, when you have color in your skin, when you're waxing, when you're threading, when you are tweezing your skin, when you're bleaching your skin, every single item that you, or every single treatment that you do, short of laser hair removal or electrolysis, if it is done with the right laser or right electrolysis machine, will stimulate discoloration. So this is the answer for discoloration. Why women that wax ongoingly or thread ongoingly, or women that tweeze ongoingly constantly see more discoloration. And listen, I get every single day women that come to me and they say, oh, Eva, you know, I was waxing and the vaccine didn't help me, and now I am using a tweezer, and the tweezer gave me more ingrown hairs. So now some Indian woman told me, or Pakistani woman told me to use threading, that this will not, and threading is the same thing as waxing. So there's no win situation. And when you are threading the skin, not only are you threading the hair that you think that you are threading, but you are also, the string that goes around your skin, it cuts the top layer of the skin. It's sort of like the back and forth, creates irritation. Irritation equals discoloration. Why? Because irritation creates and stimulates melanocytes you color. That's a response. Please remember, melanocytes, melanin, is a protective mechanism of every human being. I am white, but I have melanocytes too. But I have less melanocytes than a dark person. An African person has more melanocytes than a Hispanic person. The more melanocytes you have, the more you will suffer from discoloration. So, okay, so now what's the solution? Okay, everybody, this is Ernie. This is my son, one of many, and he's my rescue. So for those of you who love dogs, and I love dogs more than I love human beings. And he's about 14 or 15. We don't know how old he is, but I have him for a few years. And Ernie is my baby, and Ernie doesn't feel good because Ernie has epilepsy, and Ernie is very, very old. And right now Ernie's cold, he just got up. And so mommy decided to take Ernie to her show, and to show Ernie and to show everybody that dogs are the best thing in the world, and all the dogs are amazing. And I rescue a lot of four-legged animals, and a lot of four-legged dogs and three-legged dogs too. And I love them very much, and I wouldn't do anything better than. I couldn't see myself doing anything better than. It's something that a lot of people don't know about me. I'm just for a second going. So in my clinic in Bal Harbour, which I have for 40 years in Miami Beach, I have a skin and laser clinic where I treat hormonal skin and discoloration, unwanted hair, and PCOS and endometriosis, and lightening skin treatments. And a lot of people always think, because I only open from 1 o'clock after 40 years, a lot of people think that I'm sleeping in the morning. And I say, oh, Emma, you have an amazing life because you don't open till 1 o'clock. No, I don't sleep in the morning. I take care of my babies, and I have quite a few, and I take care of them. And I cook for them, and I feed them, and I take them, give them vitamins, and I just take care of them because this is my pleasure. And so this is Ernie for your introduction. And Ernie has very heavy cataracts also because he's about 14. So he knows mommy is here and he saved his mommy, but he was very cold. He was shaking when he woke up. So I decided to bring him with me on the show. And we are talking about why a lot of women experience discoloration on their chin. And it comes from hair removal, but what kind of hair removal and what can you do about it? So discoloration on your chin comes from waxing, threading, tweezing, bleaching. These are the 4 reasons why you will get discoloration. When you are doing the hair removal by waxing, threading, and tweezing, you are stimulating melanocytes and aggravating the skin. You are creating inflammation. Now, how do you get rid of it? What can you do? How do you get rid of it? Well, the best way to get rid of discoloration is, number 1, to stop doing what you're doing. So if you are removing hair, and this is the problem 99% of the time, everybody that is having discoloration is because they are tweezing, threading, or waxing their hair, and it creates discoloration on their chin. Stop doing this. By continuing or alternating between the 3, you will never get better results. You will get more ingrowns, you will get more discoloration, you will get more darkening, you will get more ingrown hairs. Now, what is a person to do? What is a person to do that has discoloration already? So we agreed, you no longer wax, you no longer tweeze, you no longer thread. You also no longer use bleaching agents. Bleaching agents are very, very dangerous. Bleaching agents might help you to lighten your skin for a couple of weeks, and then your skin will get darker than when you started. Why? Because bleaching causes inflammation. Inflammation stimulates more discoloration. So you don't want to do that. So what should you do? And I'm going to show you now. I'm going to figure out how I'm going to hold Ernie. We will try. So I created something that anybody that suffers from discoloration can use. I have something here that is a starter kit for anybody that doesn't know me, for anybody that never tried my Mini Eva Skin Lightening Kit. This is not bleaching. This product, this is a starter kit. This is a starter kit that's good for a few weeks that you can try. Why I'm offering you this starter kit? Is because the people that don't know me, $75 is no big investment. Either it's very, very good, or it's very, very bad. So if it's very bad and I lie to you, well, voila, you lost $75. So for 1 week, don't buy Starbucks. If this works, then it's the best spend $75. And then you graduate and you say, okay, I tried this. This is working. Now I want the real treatment and the real package. The real treatment is a little bit different. It's bigger than this. The real treatment for your face costs $235. So that's the regular size, but this is a starter kit, and this starter kit has in it a mandelic acid cleanser, a mandelic acid toner. So let me show you. Mandelic acid cleanser, mandelic acid toner. So these are all anti-inflammatory. So you use this, and antibacterial. So you use this cleanser, you use this toner. Then we have a mandelic acid moisturizer. And then we have the mandelic acid, and we have the neutralizer. So, okay, Gambino, hold on. We have the neutralizer. This is suitable for all skin colors from white to black. This is not bleaching, this is lightening. So if you have ingrown hairs, if you have discoloration, as we said, from plucking, from tweezing, anything that will, so plucking, threading, waxing, bleaching will all cause discoloration on your chin. And it doesn't matter whether you are white, whether you are brown, whether you are Indian, whether you are black, whether you are African. It will cause, because it causes inflammation when you are yanking the hair, when you are threading the hair, when you are tweezing the hair, you are creating inflammation because you are stimulating and irritating the melanocytes, creating inflammation. Inflammation causes discoloration. So it's a no-win situation. This is not bleaching. This is a starter kit. This is something that will help to reduce the inflammation, that will help to reduce the discoloration. It's a gradual process. Since it's not a bleaching agent, it's not bleaching, it's not a chemical, it's not dangerous. This is a product, this treatment that I'm holding in my hand will last you for a couple of weeks, but it is everything that you need to test out my product and see if it works. I created this product for my patients. So in my Miami Beach, Bal Harbour location, which I have for 40 years, and so for my second location, which is in Atlanta, in the suburb of Atlanta, in Noonan. And I treat discoloration, I treat hormonal skin, I treat ingrown hairs, and I specialize in all skin colors, from white to brown to black to dark, all skin colors, and I use different products, different lasers for different skin colors, and that's very important to understand too. All skin is different, so white skin requires a specific laser, dark or black skin requires a specific laser, whether it's laser or electrolysis. Electrolysis for black skin is a different needle than electrolysis for white skin. And there lies the big difference. So I do this for over 40 years. Before I came to the United States, I've done this. So I have, as I said, I have my Bal Harbour clinic in Miami, and anybody that suffers from discoloration on the chin, from plucking your hair, from waxing your hair, from threading you, from bleaching your hair, stop immediately, because none of it will help you. None of it will get any better. And just in reality, like, why would you think that repeating the same thing over and over and over that in the first place caused discoloration? Why do you think that if you repeat it, it will get better? It makes no sense. Thank you for the hearts, Barker. It makes absolutely no sense. Repeating the same thing, you don't want to do that. What you want to do, you want to get rid of the discoloration gradually. The discoloration happens on Hispanic, on black, on white, on dark, on Indian, on Pakistani, on Middle Eastern skin, for one reason only, and trust me, only one reason: inflammation. Inflammation. That's the only reason why you get discoloration, because inflammation has to happen first, and then inflammation directly stimulates the melanocytes. Inflammation, melanocytes are trying to protect you. So when you have an inflammation, melanin pushes to the surface more color for white people or for black people, same thing, just in different quantities, in different shades, to the surface to protect the skin. So in order for you to get rid of the discoloration, stop doing what you are doing, buy this Mini Eva Skin Lightening Kit. This is, by the way, the starter kit. These 5 items, it's a starter kit. It's very, very inexpensive, only $75. The reason I'm offering you the starter kit is, and I'm not offering you the real kit, the big kit that's here, because the real kit costs $235. Those of you who don't know me, you say, okay, why should I spend $235? So that's why I'm offering you the little kit, the starter kit, the tester kit. So you try this. And if this works for you and it's great, then you go and you buy the Mini Eva Skin Lightening Kit for the face. You can find it on my Stand store. So everywhere, on every social media platform that you see me right now, if you go to my homepage, you will find a link to my Stand store. In there, you will find my products. In there, you will find the starter kit. In there, you will find the regular Mini Eva Skin Lightening Kit. for all skin colors. You can choose either way to buy, but my personal suggestion is start with the starter kit. It's only $75, and figure out if it's for you. Figure out if it really works. And if it works, then you buy the regular $235 kit. For those of you who say, Eva, I think I trust you. You are doing this for over 40 years. I don't need to buy the starter kit. I want to go straight to the regular kit. Then you are more than welcome. This is the regular kit. The regular kit has in it crystal microdermabrasion scrub. Then it has in it a neutralizer. Then it has in it a big bottle of mandelic acid. Then it has in it a microneedle roller. Then it has in it an HA plus C serum, and then it has in it a HA plus C cream. So the big consists of like big items, 6 items, cost only $235, or just take the starter kit. And the starter kit, which is only $75 to start, whichever you want is fine with me. I am so confident, that if you take the starter kit, that you will love it so much that I know de facto that you will then immediately go and buy the regular skin lightening kit because, can you explain your question, please? What is the question? Okay, excuse me, I'm just reading somebody's question. What is compared to? I don't know what that means. If you can ask, Zachary, if you can ask the question precisely, I will answer you, but I can't understand what you're asking. So ask again, but please be precise. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, okay, I don't understand the question on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are watching me, if you have questions, I am here. Once I am here, you can ask me questions pertaining to skin, pertaining to hormonal imbalances, pertaining to unwanted hair, pertaining to discoloration. You can ask me questions and I gladly answer. Now, I know that there are a lot of people that don't want to ask questions publicly because other people read it and people don't want other people to see it. That is fine also. You can DM me. And then you can, or you can contact me. If you DM me privately, I will answer your question. Or you can go to my stand store and you can get a connection to me through my stand store. So if you go to the stand store, you will find the connection to me, and then you can get, in touch with me, and you can ask me the question if you want to do it privately. Or you can ask anywhere here on the format, and I will gladly answer the question. I'm still waiting for Zachary to ask me the question so I can answer you, because I don't understand what you're asking. Okay. Yes, that's correct. Oh, okay, that's you, Bark. Okay, all right. So I'm okay. Whichever platform I'm on so many platforms at the same time that I am not even. I don't know where I am because I'm looking at so many phones. Anyhow, we are talking about discoloration, and before, and this is my son, and his name is Ernie, and he's very old, and I'm introducing Ernie today. He's my rescue. I have Ernie over 2 years. Ernie is about 14 years old, and Ernie has very few teeth left. And Ernie is sick because he's very, very old and he suffers from epilepsy. And I adopted Ernie when I saw him in the shelter and he had an epileptic attack. He had an epileptic attack on in the cage where he was, and I said immediately I want him, and I just want to encourage everybody, irrelevant of what I'm talking about. If there are any animal lovers out there, there is nothing better than an animal. There is nothing better than a dog, and there is nothing better than taking a senior dog, because you are doing God's work. When you are taking a senior dog, you are doing God's work because you are helping them and you are giving them a good life. If you love dogs, then you will give them a good life. And I'm giving my Ernie, and I have many little Ernies and big Ernies, and I'm giving them an amazing life because I love them. And so Ernie is here because when I came on the show, he was really shivering. He just woke up. So mommy took him, and Okay, part of life, you know, when all people have the same thing. They get cold and he's cold, and he has like an outfit, as you can see. He has a jogging suit, and under his jogging suit, he has a turtleneck. He has a turtleneck sweater, but he was very cold when he got up, so mommy decided to take him with her onto her show. So we are talking about chin discoloration and why women that have more pigment in their skin get more discoloration under their chin. And the answer is very simple. You have a stimulation of melanin, you have discoloration because you have inflammation, not because you are dirty, not because you have an infection, not because you did something wrong. The only thing that you are doing wrong is that you are tweezing, that you are waxing, that you are threading, and you are bleaching. This is what you are doing wrong. Because doing waxing, threading, and tweezing and bleaching will create more discoloration. Why? Because it creates inflammation. Inflammation directly relates to discoloration on your skin, and the more you do it, the more discoloration you get. And none of that should be done. If you ask Eva, what should I do if I don't do waxing, tweezing, threading, and bleaching, and I have unwanted hair? What you want to do is laser hair removal. And why you want to do laser hair removal? If you are doing the correct laser hair removal for your skin type and your skin color, and you have dark hair, this is what you have to understand. Laser hair removal is the number one thing that will get rid of your hair. Laser hair removal for dark skin, laser hair removal for light skin. Those are two completely different lasers, not the same. So if you have unwanted hair on your chin, stop tweezing, stop threading, stop waxing, stop using bleaching agent. Go to a place that does laser hair removal, that has real laser, not IPL. And this is something that you have to understand. IPLs are not lasers. IPL is intense pulse light. Intense pulse light looks like a laser, sounds like a laser, but it's not a laser. So you have to make sure that you are going to a place that knows what they are doing. If you are white, they would do a diode or alexandrite laser. If you are dark or black, you will do an Nd:YAG laser. Two different or three different types. Dark skin can only get Nd:YAG laser. If you're in Miami, or if you're in Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tallahassee, or Georgia, you can come see me in my Atlanta Noonan location, where I come once a month to perform treatments for people, because I specialize in all skin colors, and of course, I have lasers for all skin colors. I have laser, thanks Barke, I have lasers for light skin, I have lasers for dark skin, so I have all lasers for all skin colors. If you have dark hair, you do laser. You don't do waxing, you don't do tweezing, you don't do threading, you don't do bleaching. That will cause more discoloration. You do laser hair removal. Laser for white skin, laser for dark skin. Two different lasers, but make sure it's a laser and not an IPL. It has to be a laser, not an IPL. You do an IPL and you will never see results. I was here a couple of days ago and there was a black woman and she wrote to me and she said, Eva, how is it possible that after 12 treatments, I have the same amount of hair as I had when I started? I said, very simple. You never got a YAG laser, you never got a YAG laser treatment. What you got was an IPL. And that is an unfortunate situation that in America, in some states, not in Florida, but in some states, because Florida is rather strict about it. But for instance, the difference between Florida and Georgia. In Florida, you cannot sell somebody an IPL as a laser because IPL is not a laser. IPL is intense pulse light and doesn't remove hair. It will slow down, but you will never destroy the hair follicle because the light of the IPL doesn't have the ability to go down to the hair follicle. Non-existent, not possible. So it doesn't work. It's a waste of money. So IPL is good for two people, the manufacturer in China and the reseller in America. For those two people, it's very good to sell IPLs. For the end user, it's no good. But here's a problem that you have in America. And the problem is as following. Each state, America is a big country. Each state in America has different rules. So Florida, if you sell somebody an IPL, if you sell to somebody an IPL as a laser, you can lose your license. In Georgia, you sell IPLs as lasers, they consider IPL lasers. There are states that are backwards, so Georgia is definitely not forward like Florida. Georgia has a long way to learn in the way that Florida does when it comes to lasers and when it comes to licensing. So in Georgia, you can sell IPLs. This is why so many people in Georgia go for laser hair removal. They pay peanuts. It's nearly for free. Why? Because they get IPLs. The people, it doesn't work, and then the people just move on. And that's unfortunately the reality in many different states. And so treating dark skin or treating skin that has a problem with their unwanted hair, it's a big issue, and you really, really have to know where you are going with what you're doing. So if you are going to get laser and you are dark, you need to look and make sure that you are using the Nd:YAG laser. That's number one. Number two, so it's ND and YAG. That's the laser. If you are able to come to my Georgia location or to my Florida location, you are lucky. Why? Because you will get me. I do this over 40 years. I am an expert. I know what I'm doing. So you will get me. But if you're not getting me, because most of you will never come to see me, that's just reality, because you are all looking and watching me all over the world. So we are not going to come. And also America is a very big place. Although I have a lot of patients that fly from Chicago, Colorado, Texas, New York, New Jersey, Wisconsin. People fly to see me for laser hair removal because I have a specialty. I know what I'm doing. I do it over 40 years. I have training that comes from Europe. I know my job. I know what I'm doing. So yeah, I have patients that come to see me. But in generality, I'm speaking, if you are anywhere and you have unwanted hair, please stop waxing, please stop tweezing, please stop threading, and please stop bleaching. You want to do Nd:YAG laser. If you have dark skin or you want to do diode alexandrite laser, what I am saying to you is the laser, I'm explaining to you the laser beam, not the name, like Mary, Joseph, and Anna. I'm not giving you the name of the machine, I'm giving you the name of the laser beam. So I'm giving you all the tools. So you can go to a place, and you can ask, tell me what laser are you using. Good luck finding out, because most people most people do not know what they are doing, because most people are not qualified. Most people work under somebody and they have very little knowledge, but try to figure it out. I'm giving you the tools. And if you have questions, you can always ask. Jessica, hold on guys. Jessica, stop. These are my children. They are letting me know, Mom, you talked enough, come back to her. Jessica, stop. So anyhow, that's the story. If you have already discoloration, and this is what I came to talk about, if you have chin discoloration, you have inflammation, you want to use this. You want to stop what causes you irritation, inflammation, and you want to use my starter kit. And my starter kit costs only $75. It has a mandelic cleanser, mandelic toner, mandelic moisturizer, mandelic acid 10%, and neutralizer. This costs only $75. You can buy it on my stand store. You will find the information. This is the kit that you want. This is not bleaching. This is, first of all, eliminating the inflammation. You have inflammation. If you have discoloration, you 1,000,000% have inflammation. And you want to eliminate the inflammation that is on your skin. So you will use this. This is the starter kit. This is the starter kit. Only $75. You want to use this. And if you like this and it really works for you, then you're going to get the regular kit. The regular kit is like mandelic acid, HA plus C serum, HA plus C cream, microdermabrasion scrub, neutralizer, and roller. So if you have discoloration, this is what you want. You first want to get rid of the inflammation. And my lightning kit will get its anti-inflammatory, number one, it reduces inflammation. Number two, it's antibacterial. And number three, it lightens the discoloration. It doesn't bleach. It lightens the discoloration and it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. These kits come with instructions. You can find all the information on my stand store. This is where you can find the information. And ladies and gentlemen, this is Ernie. And now we are going to say ciao, ciao, auf Wiedersehen. Thank you, goodbye, adios. And we will be back again. If you have any questions, you ask questions, you DM me or go on my stand store. There's a link. You can find the link. It's on my homepage and you can send me questions if you have. And if you want to come to see me, you can contact me there too. And I will gladly answer you and get back to you. So we are saying goodbye. Ciao, ciao. Auf Wiedersehen. And we will be back again. This is Eva and Ernie saying goodbye. Bye-bye. Okay. And now, bye-bye. And now, and bye-bye, and now. Okay. Okay.